Hi, teacher.
Hello, 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 guys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our session. How are you doing today?
Hi, teacher. Fine. What about you? How was the
Hello,
class?
Danny. How are you? How is everything?
All is good until now.
Good.
Ready to it. And to all.
Yeah, many things going on, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah, but excited? Are you excited, nervous, sad,
A
happy?
little anxious and
Yeah.
nervous
Uh,
maybe.
yeah.
But of course, with a great thought of
Yeah.
my
It's
coming
gonna
up.
it's gonna be such a great experience, and you are going to learn a lot from this. Of course, it's the first time that you do something like that, or the first time that you maybe you leave your house. It's like crazy,
Yes.
like oh my
Yes.
goodness. It's just a mix of emotions. It's you don't know what to expect, or you don't know what's gonna happen. So that gives you anxiety, but everything is gonna be okay.
And more because I've never been out of stay away of my house.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
a little
yeah.
that
Uh-huh.
so that is experience. I
Yeah.
guess.
So I remember that the first time and I'm going to share this experience with you because I think it's I mean it's maybe it's going to help you to think that it's going to happen because we all experience this. I remember that the first time I moved and I was away from home, I was living in a different country. It was like it wasn't that easy for me to just take a
Harder.
yeah, yeah. So it wasn't like easier for me to take a flight, to catch a flight and then be in my city or in my country. No, it wasn't like that easy. So I remember that the first night I had a lot of anxiety, and I had the feeling it was overwhelming because I said, okay, I really want to go back. I would give in everything that I have right now to go back to the airport, catch a flight, get a flight, and then go back to my country. I don't know what I'm doing here. And I was desperate. And I said, what was happening in my mind? Like, why did I do this? And then I said, like, okay,
When you arrive there,
yeah, yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah. I remember that
okay.
I was in New York the first days, and I was crying, and I said, like, what am I doing here? Like, I don't want to be here. Like, I want to go back to my house. And I was crying and I was desperate.
Another plane,
Yeah,
return to my
yes.
house.
And I remember that I only had like $200 with me in my pockets. I didn't have more.
No more.
I mean, I don't have enough money to buy a plane ticket to go back. So I was like, okay, I have to face this. So I was, that feeling of being desperate, and I was crying. And then when I moved to my host family's house, I have always shared room with my sister, with my older sister. So for me, sleeping or having my own room, it was overwhelming, and I couldn't sleep with the lights with the lights
At
off.
least
Like,
1 week.
yeah, I couldn't sleep with the lights off. Like, honestly, I couldn't sleep with the lights off. So that was traumatizing for me because I was so scared to sleep just by myself and with the lights on. I was scared of that. So I used to cry every single night, and I used to feel alone and desperate at home and say, like, what am I doing here? So it was horrible. But then I was like, okay, no, I have to face this. This is life. This is real life. And my family, they're good. I mean, I have the chance to see them again and to talk to them every day. And I was like, okay, I'm here with the purpose. And something brought me here because
But you think that for yourself or you talk to your mom?
I no, it was just for me. I never told my family. I never told them that I
Mm.
was having such a hard time because I knew that if I told them, they would be like thinking about me,
Worry?
and then they will get worried. Yeah, they will start, feeling concerned. So I never told them how I was feeling. Never. I just kept that for myself. And then I met people. I started meeting people, and I said, like, okay, this is going to be only an experience, and it's not going to be forever. So that helped me a lot with to cope with the situation, to say, like, okay, this is not going to be permanent, and it's just going to be like a month, because sorry, months, because my initial plan was to stay just for a year, and I ended up staying 2 years. So I extended the program. Yes, I extended
Yes.
the program with the same family. So for me, it was like amazing, and I wish I could go back in time and
After that, you didn't want return.
yeah, no, I didn't. I didn't want to return. And then you're going to learn a lot. You're going to grow in so many different ways, and you're going to actually get to know you, because sometimes we think that we know ourselves. We're like, okay, like, who knows me better than me, like,
That
but
me.
no, yeah, but no, like, you really understand, or you really get to know yourself in a deeper way, and then you learn a lot about yourself. So it's going to be such a great experience, and you're going to enjoy it. It's not going to be easy at the beginning, because you are going to feel homesick, and that
Yes.
happens, like, it happens to all of us. But you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay, and it's gonna be the best experience of your life, hopefully. Yes, and I'm sure,
Thank you,
positive that
teacher.
it's going to be like that. Okay.
Thank you. Thank
Of
you.
course, of course. Okay, guys, so let's move on. We're going to start our session. Today is July the 18th, and today we're having our ninth class. So, my people, remember that we are going to have our class today, tomorrow. Remember that on Thursday we are not meeting because it's a holiday, right? What happens,
Yes, teacher. It's
right?
holiday.
Yeah, it
Yes.
is a holiday. I always tell this to my students
The
because
Independence
Independence
Day.
Day, right? Because this morning, I told my students, like, guys, remember that there is no class on Thursday, and they were like, why? Like, what is happening on a Thursday? And then I said, really, guys, come on. So they were like, oh yes, it's Independence Day, but they didn't notice that it was. I mean, today is July the 18th. It's like only 2 days away. So we're having Independence Day on Thursday, so that's why we're not meeting on that day. So today it's like a Thursday. It's a Tuesday, but it's like, it looks like a Thursday. And then on Friday, the real Friday, on July the 21st, we're meeting. Remember, guys, that next week it's on Monday, that is July the 24th, you are having the project presentation. Okay, project presentation. On Tuesday, you guys are having the first part of the exam, and then Wednesday, the second part of the exam. I've been telling you about this. So I just wanted to remind you about the dates, okay, so that you guys are ready. So let's start with today's session. We're going to start with two activities about sentence transformation. While more people join the session, and then I'm going to start with the roll call in 2 minutes. And then we're going to work on a worksheet that I planned for you. And it's rethinking your mindset. We're going to start with a discussion. Then we're going to do a writing task. It's going to be a group activity. And guys, we are going to, if we have enough time, we are going to work on Moodle. Remember that for this cycle, we have in Moodle, we have 3 exams or 3 practices for the first certificate English. So if we have enough time at the end of the session, we're going to work on 1 activity or 2, depending on the time from Moodle, okay? So good, so let's get it started. I am going to share the first link with you. This I think it's this one. Yes. So for this part, you are going to practice individually this activity. It said for question 1 to 6, complete the second sentence so it has a similar meaning to the first one using the word given. Do not change the word given. You must use between 2 and 5 words. Always follow the instructions, guys. Be careful, okay? You must use between 2 and 5 words in the text. In the real exam, it is going to tell you how many words or up to how many words you can write, okay? Including the word given. For example, a very friendly taxi driver drove us into town. So we, and then driven, a very friendly taxi driver. So we were driven into town by a very friendly taxi driver. So we are expressing the exact same idea of in the second sentence with the first one, okay? And then let's see how many words. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 5 words. And then you are going to do this. It's 6 sentences, okay? And then if you need extra help, you can click on hints and it's going to give you the next correct letter. So it's that next correct letter in the answer A, okay? So you can, start with A. And then at the end, you click on check. Do not click on show answer unless you have finished the task, okay? But first, try to do it, like try to do this activity by yourself. And then the second one that it's going to be, maybe if you finished with the first part and then if that was like fast for you and then you can start with this one, you also start with this one. But we are not going to work on this one because it's, I mean, not in the whole activity because we have 8, so that will be like a lot and we cannot we cannot work on them right now, okay? Maybe you can do it as an extra practice. So I'm sending you the 2 links and you're going to start with this one first, and then if you finished and your classmates haven't finished, you start with the second one, okay? Good. Is the activity clear?
Yes, teacher.
All righty.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, perfect. And now I'm going to do the roll call. Alrighty. Azevedo Cruz Saray.
Present, teacher.
Great. Albarracín Caballero Cristian.
I'm here, teacher.
Alrighty, very good, Cristian. Ayala Viloria Joeli. Hey, Joeli. Vaca Jaina Andrea.
Present, teacher.
Great. Carrera Bonita, John Hammer. John, I see you in the session. Can you hear me? Can you hear us, John? Well, I'll call you again in a little bit. Cordero Castellanos, Brian. Okay, you wrote on the chat. Okay, good. Fonseca García, Freddy.
Here.
Great. Lozada Díaz, Diana.
Present teacher.
Great. Muñoz Salazar, Andrea.
Present teacher.
Ujú. Pérez Ardila, Natalie. Natalie. Pinzón Linares, Mayra.
Present teacher.
Great. Rodríguez Llorente, Harold. Harold is not here. Yeah. Sandoval Miranda, Angélica.
I'm here, teacher.
Okay, very good, Angélica. Sierra Jaimes, Daniela.
Hi, teacher here.
Hello. Velasco Uribe, Ana María.
I'm here, teacher.
Great. And Vera Peña, Jennifer. Jennifer. Here. Jennifer Jimena. Can you hear me? I see that you are in the session, but I don't know if you can hear me. What about John? John, can you hear me?
Teacher, I'm here. I was walking by home, sorry.
Oh no, it's okay.
I was crossing the street.
It's okay. Very good, Jennifer.
I
Excellent.
just arrived at home. Thanks, teacher.
Okay, it's okay. Thank you. John, can you hear me, John? All right. Alrighty, guys. Please continue working on the task. Thank you. Alrighty, guys, ready? Ready at least with the first one? With the first link?
Yes.
Yes, I think.
With that one. Okay, what about the rest? Same, finish or not?
The first one? Yes.
Yeah, the first one. Guys, what about you? Andrea, Angelica, Mayra,
Yes, teacher.
Ana,
I'm in the second.
in the second one. Brian, Joely, Jennifer, Anna. Well, Jennifer, I know you're on your way home. Christian, do you finish with the second one? With the first one, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna take that as a yes. I'm working on that. Okay, alrighty. Guys, in general terms, generally speaking, do you think that it's now this kind of exercises is now better? Like it's not that difficult now that we have been working a lot on them or lately?
No, teacher, I think we are familiar with this type of exercise. They are similar to the final exams.
Yeah. You always have exam. You always have this kind of exercises on the exams, like in the previous ones that you guys took. So I am glad to hear that at least for you, Diana, it's better now. Like you feel that you have improved on that one, and that's the goal. I mean, that's the goal for everyone to improve on that kind of exercises because it's very important, and you will always have these kind of exercises on exams. Alrighty, guys. So 2 minutes to finish the task for the ones that haven't finished. And then if you have questions on, one of them, we can check them. If not, we can start with the activity about mindset that I have planned for you. Okay, so 2 minutes to start. Alrighty, guys. Let's continue. Let's move on. We are going to, well, you have this worksheet on your students folder. I'm going to share the link with you. You can find it on class number 9 on that folder. here, class number 9, and then you can open or you can create a copy. Remember to create a copy. If you cannot create a copy now, let me know so I can create it for you. Maybe if you're using your phone and it's not easy for you to create it, so let me know, okay? Let me know and I'll do it for you. So you can have your worksheet and write your name on it so that everyone knows that that's your activity. You're working on it. So we are going to start with a discussion. In this discussion, let me zoom it. Alrighty. So we're going to discuss all the possible connections between these words. So we are going to, there is an example. We have challenges can have a positive effect on our abilities because they make us better at what we do. So you are going to think about how to explain how to explain these connections between these words. So we have ability, challenge, fail, improve, and then we have some arrows that are pointing out to different directions. So you are going to discuss all the possible connections between these words. So we have here challenge and then ability because they make us better, so they make us improve, right? So challenges can have a positive effect on our abilities because they make us better at what we do, okay? So that is one way, that is an example. So then you're going to discuss the possible connections between the words below. I'm going to give you some minutes or a minute or two to think about at least one connection or two connections. And then you guys are going to explain in your own words. Clear, guys? Is it clear?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
All right, please start. All righty. Ready? With at least one possibility? With at
One teacher. Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So I'm going to ask some of you. For example, Diana, what do you think? What is your explanation or your connection?
Well, I think that maybe a challenge give us the opportunity to expand our abilities in some specific thing. And maybe when we fail in some situation, is because maybe it's when we are trying to face some challenge, but also when we fail, we learn and try to improve our skills or our abilities.
Abilities towards something. Okay, very good, Diana. Very interesting. Thank you very much. Danny, what do you think? Thank you, Diana. What do you think, Danny?
Challenges are good because they improve our abilities and avoid or at least decrease failure.
Okay.
And improving our abilities in different areas of our life help us to face new challenges.
All righty. Okay, very good, Danny. Excellent. Excellent. Very interesting. Okay, what about, let me ask Andrea Vaca. What do you think, Andrea?
Yes, teacher, I'm going to read. Um, our abilities can be improved if we work hard to do it. And some challenges could result in failure, but you can always learn, and after that, do a better effort.
Righty, very good, Andrea. Andrea, yes, very good, excellent. Let's ask one more person, and let's ask one of the boys. Brian, what do you think?
Teacher, I think that a challenge requires um, um, an ability that you can improve by working hard, but um, it's natural to got fails in 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 the way where when you are going to 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 achieve this challenge. Yes, and in this way, all the words are connected in two ways, and clockwise, and
Clockwise.
the opposite way.
Alrighty, very good. Thank you very much, Brian. Okay, excellent. So we are going to take a look at this part, guys. After discussing these possible connections between these words, we are going to look at the definitions, and we're going to also discuss these questions. So the first one says, in what situation or situations does a person's mindset change? What's the meaning of mindset? Mindset is the way a person thinks or a person's opinion. So in what situation does a person's mindset change? What do you think?
When we experience for ourselves a specific situation, for example, I've never been alone with my in another city, and I thought that it's easy, and it's easy to affront. But when we live in another city, I realized that it's so easy. So my mindset changed because for myself, changed. So for myself,
based on your experience, you say.
exactly.
So a person's mindset change according to the experiences or according to the situations that we have to face and the situation that we have to live. Yes?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, very good. Freddy, of course, go ahead.
I will say that a person's mindset also changes because of the relationships. Maybe because of the way that we relate with other people, it can influence our mindsets, our thoughts, our belief. So when we interact with other people, we have different perspectives, and we may be challenged to think about things in new ways that we used to see them before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent, Freddy. Yes, I totally agree 100% with you. Okay, excellent. Yes, when we have different relationships, not necessarily like romantic relationships, just like in general, right? In that
In
way,
general, yeah.
we can change our mindset according to the experiences that we have, or certain situations, or the way people treat us, or the way we treat people. So yes, 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 very good, Freddy. Thank you very much. Any other person, guys? Any other idea in what situation does a person's mindset change?
Yes,
Maybe
teacher.
with the, sorry.
No, you first, Diana.
Okay.
No, only a short idea with the age, teacher.
With
Eh,
age,
yes, I think maybe we the means
Like
that
growing,
we
as we grow up, yes.
as we
yeah,
grow up, we change our mindset
We're more
about our
mature,
specific.
right?
Yes.
We are more
Yes.
mature about certain situations. So yes, Diana,
Mhm.
I agree. I
About
agree with you.
the idea.
Excellent. Now, Angelica, let's talk about your idea.
Thank you, teacher. I agree with all comments. Also, I think that maybe when the situation that push or press us to the limit and we have to act immediately because we don't have other other option.
Yeah.
Maybe your life or the integrity of the other person that you love is um, is in danger.
Okay. So your mindset, or a person's mindset, might change when you have to face certain situations that push you through something, and then you have to, and you don't have more options or choices. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, very interesting. Now, the next question: why is it sometimes difficult for us to change our mindset? Why do you think that sometimes it is easy? It is not easy, or it is difficult to change the way we think, or our beliefs or our opinions towards a particular situation.
I mean, it had different causes. Maybe sometimes it's difficult for us to change it because um, of the influence that we have in our childhood when we were raised by our parents. So we are constantly being influenced by the how do you say that? By the environment
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that is surrounding us.
The
So that's why for some people it could be different to change the perception that they have about some things. So
because
it
of
could
the
be different.
way because of the way they
How
have
do you
been
say that?
raised,
It's like
the way they have been raised.
about the entrenched ideas, ideas
Yes.
arraigadas,
Yes,
entrenched.
and then in like somehow the way that you have been raised, right?
Yeah, by our roots.
And then our roots, yes, and the way we
From-
inherit, those
Yeah.
behaviors, and those thoughts. And then sometimes it's like what shapes. Actually, today I was reading something very interesting with my students, that is about what shapes our personality, and it has to be somehow with this, or it is related, because the mindset and our personality, it's related, right? So some people say, or some research or some beliefs said that it comes from our genes, and it's nature, or we were born, or we're born with that. But then some other people say, like, okay, no, this is definitely, it's not nature, it's nurtured. It means that as we grow up, as we have different experiences, our mindset changes, our personality shapes, so it's very interesting. So I think that sometimes it is difficult for us to change our mindset, because it's our beliefs. It's not that easy to change our mindset, like immediately, like, okay, like I used to believe, or my whole life I used to believe about this, but now I am not going to believe on this anymore. It's not that easy. So it takes time, of course. It takes experience as well. So that's very interesting to think about. What about, do you have any other idea, or do you say like, okay, I disagree, or I agree with you, or I think that it has to be with this? What do you think, guys? Okay, El Sarai says lack, you mean the lack?
Yeah, the lack of empathy.
Of empathy. For example, the doctor that saw me today said that the anxiety. Oh, wow. The anxiety does not exist. Oh my goodness. Really? Okay. So some people, because they haven't experienced that, they think that that thing does not exist. And I agree with you, Sarai, the lack of empathy, like not being empathetic or sympathetic about certain things that maybe, some people experience, and then because we have never experienced that, we say like, oh, that does not exist, like anxiety. What's that? But it's because that person has never experienced an anxiety, breakout or something. So it's, yeah, it's, wow, that's such a horrible doctor. Yeah. Wow. I would expect that from my grandma or something. That my grandma is like, oh, grandparents are very different, they're very difficult sometimes to deal with. Or sometimes our parents are like, oh, what are you talking about? Like that's not real. Or some people have never experienced those things, so they automatically they say, okay, that's doesn't exist. But it's not true. I mean, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. And he's a professional in health, so okay. Let's see, which of the fear to change. Oh, Danny, wow. Yes, I think that also the fear to change that, to change like the way everything is working, and then leave your comfort zone and experience something different and break that, change that. That is also maybe that makes sometimes difficult to people to change the mindset. Yes, I agree. I also agree with you. Okay. What about this one? Which of the heads in the picture, these two pictures, represent growth mindset and which represent fixed mindset? And what is the difference between them? What would be the difference between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset?
Teacher, growth mindset is it's open to possibilities, to learning, and to listen different opinions. On the opposite, fixed mindset um, are close to 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 know new experiences and new ideologies, I think.
Okay, very good, Brian. Yes. Thank you very much for sharing. Any other ideas? Do you agree with Brian?
I mean, yes, I agree with him. In
Mm-hmm.
the first picture, we can see that the head is open, maybe for people that are open to new experiences and acquiring new knowledge, to nurture their brains.
Yeah.
So I will relate that with growth mindset
Mm-hmm.
instead of fixed mindset. Maybe it will be for people that are not open to new experiences, or
Yeah.
people that have thought that they were bad for some things because they inherited that their heads are locked, are
Yeah.
not open to new things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very good. So, for example, how would you explain or how would you make an old person? Let's talk about old people that they're usually very their mindset is usually fixed, and they're not, and they have this ingrained mindset. Ingrained means arraigado, you know, or like these ingrained thoughts. And it's very difficult to make them believe in something else. So, for example, when you try to explain something to them and they're like, "Oh, of course not," you know, it's very difficult to make them change their mindset. I experienced that with, for example, my dad. It's very difficult sometimes. My dad is very easy to deal with, but sometimes he's like, okay, no, that's what I think, and that's what I will always think. And no matter what you say, like, I'm not going to change my mindset. So, yes, Daniela. So they're not very open. And my dad, he's usually very open to certain things, but sometimes he's not that open for others. And then even if I try to talk to him or my sister, or we try to have a conversation with him in a very calm and relaxed way, my older sister, she's a psychologist, and she tries to, you know, talk to my dad and say like, okay, dad, look, let's think about this way. And then he's like, no, you know, do not try to convince me. I'm going to believe in what I believe in. It's very difficult for him to.
But look, that society, we tend to approve the narrow mind when the people, when the elder people,
Yeah.
maybe our grandmother or grandfather, um, but I think that is bad because okay, there are elders than us,
And they know
and
more, maybe.
they receive respect,
They
but also it's good for they think or adapt their mindset
yeah,
to other point of view.
other,
Not
yeah,
only the rule
yeah.
is what they believe or that they think.
Yeah, it's not it's not an easy job.
It's difficult for some
It's
people, yeah.
difficult. It's difficult for
Maybe
some
because they were told that they were not able to do something, or they
yeah,
were told that they were bad at something, or
yeah.
they were found taught at something at
Or
some way.
they
Yeah,
always have to follow what certain people say, and that's what it's truth, and then that's what you have to believe in during your whole life. So it's not, you know, like an easy job or like an easy thing to do, to between a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. Okay, so guys, we are going to look at the information from the beginning of the video and guess what word is missing in each gap. Then we're going to watch the first part of this video and to the 30 seconds. I mean, this is a very short video. It's only 2 minutes and 19 seconds. So we're going to watch it until a minute, until the 30th second. But before you watch the video, you guys are going to try to complete the missing word from here. Here we have.
before watching the video, right?
Yeah, before watching the video. Yes. So you're going to.
But is the same word in the one and the second blank?
No, they're different words.
Mm.
Different words. So only 3, okay? It's only 3 words that you have to try to guess. That you're going to try to infer from the context. So remember that in one of the exercise from the exam, there is something like that in which you have to complete with one missing word. So we're doing this exercise, but we're also at the same time somehow practicing for the exam. So it's like, okay, I have some blank spaces that I need to complete with one missing word. So it's only 3, okay? And then you guys are going to click here on the video, which is the one that I already have. And then you're going to watch it until the 30th second, okay? So from the first second until the 30th, okay? And then you're going to see if you guys were right or not. But first, try to do it without watching the video. Okay, clear, guys?
Yes, teacher, it's
Okay.
clear.
Yes, teacher. Yes.
Alrighty, please start. Ready?
Yes.
Yes. What about the rest? Thank you for confirming, Diana. What about the rest, guys? Do you finish with the task?
Teacher, I have some internet issues and I can't see the video.
You can't?
I can watch the video. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead.
So I try to download
Mhm.
or watch the video. So I'm trying this.
Okay, or I will show you the video in just a second. Okay, so it's okay.
Oh, okay. Better. Okay, teacher.
Okay, okay. Okay, guys. So first, let's check the first part, that is a guess what word is missing in each gap. So we have Professor Carol Dweck uses the term mindset to describe the way people think about ability and talent. According to Professor, mindset. So what do you think the word means?
Fits.
Okay, so it says means that we think our abilities can change, and blank mindset means that we believe that we can't our abilities through practice. So which word did you write in the first one? Fixed. Fixed.
Yes, teacher.
Fixed mindset. Okay, fixed mindset. What about number 2? Growth. Growth mindset.
Growth.
Growth mindset. Okay.
Yes.
Growth mindset. Means that we believe we can what?
Improve.
Improve.
Improve our abilities through practice. Alrighty, very good. Improve our abilities through practice. Alrighty, guys. Excellent, excellent. So these were the words that were missing. And then after listening to the video, you could check. Did you write the same words or did you write different words? I mean, before watching the video.
The same teacher.
The
We
same?
were, yes, because in the
Yeah.
previous question,
Mm-hmm.
there appeared the words growth and fixed.
And fixed. And
And
then it
I
was
associate the meaning of, yes, the meaning with,
the meaning of this word, so it wasn't like that difficult, and then you watched the video and you just confirmed that you were right.
yes,
Yeah.
teacher.
Okay, excellent, excellent. You are going to match the helps to create phrases, and you are going to watch. Well, let's do that number 3, and then for the next ones we are going to work in groups. Okay, so let's do exercise number 3, and then we're going to check the exercise. So please do it, and then in a couple of minutes we will check. Only match the help. So we have take up obstacle, problem, risk, a personal attack, experiment, challenges to succeed, solve a obstacle, solve a problem, solve a risk, be more likely, obstacle, problem, risk, and so on. Okay, so you can write the number next to it. So take up, for example, if you say that the word is to succeed, so you will write number 7 next to it, or number 1, or number 2, according to the one that you think goes there. So please do it, and then we'll check. Ready?
Yes, teacher.
Alrighty. So take a
Risk.
risk. So you would say that number 3 is the one that goes in there. Do you guys agree?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
So take a risk. Okay. Okay, very good. Solve a
Problem.
problem. So number 2. Alrighty. Solve a problem. Okay, very good. Oh no. I meant this. Alrighty. Be more likely
To succeed.
To succeed.
to
To
succeed.
succeed.
Okay, so number 7, be more likely to succeed. View critical feedback
As a
As
personal
a-
attack.
as a personal attack. Alrighty. Avoid what?
Obstacles.
Avoid obstacles.
Or
Well,
change.
No, no, teacher. Sorry.
challenges.
Challenge.
Yes, avoid
Challenges.
challenges. Yes, avoid challenges. And then so the next one, face an
Obstacle.
face an
Obstacle.
obstacle. Yes, so this is for one, face an obstacle. Alrighty. And the last one, be less likely to experiment. Alrighty, very good. So, do you think, guys, let's take a look at this. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that again. Alrighty. um, do you think that in the following statements describe a person with growth mindset or fixed mindset? So let's see. Views failure as something negative.
Fixed mindset.
Fixed mindset. Why?
Because people that have a fixed mindset, they always see a mistake or maybe a problem at something negative.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that it doesn't allow them to improve or obtain a great result.
Mm-hmm.
So they get stuck in that point.
Okay, so they think that maybe because they are facing a problem, then it's like the end of everything, and then
Yeah,
yeah,
they
then
give up easily.
yeah, they give up easily. Okay, okay, good. What about the next one? Is less likely to view critical feedback as a personal attack.
Grow.
Grow.
Growth, yes, definitely. Growth mindset. Sometimes feedback, not something negative, right? So critical feedback, it's one way to improve, you know, and it's very important to receive feedback because sometimes we don't notice certain things that maybe some other people do, some other people notice. So they, if they don't see feedback as a positive thing, they for sure are or we can say that it is a person with a fixed mindset that do not see feedback as an opportunity to improve, and we don't see the opportunity of maybe changing something that it's not working properly, or it's something that it should, or it can be done in a different way in order to learn or succeed, or solve a problem in a different perspective or in a different way, because that is sometimes what happens. Sometimes we don't see or we don't see that we make mistakes in certain things. So it's always very important to have another person's opinion and then say like, okay, let's take a look at this part. like maybe do it in a different way, or the way in which you are approaching this problem or this situation, maybe it's not the best. Why don't you try this way? Or why don't you, stop doing that maybe it's not working the way you think it is, and then try to change so that you can improve. Okay, so it's not a personal attack, it's just something to improve for sure. Okay, hello Harold, yes. All righty, excellent. What about next one? We'll probably choose a less complicated task.
Fixed mindset.
Fixed mindset.
Mindset. Why?
Because it's a person that is maybe lazy to work harder in order to improve their abilities or in order to solve a problem. So that's why
They don't
I
want
choose that
they
one.
they don't if they always go in the way that they know, right? It's like, okay,
Yeah,
this is the easy way. Like I know how to do it, let's do it in
they
this.
are not open to
Yeah,
learn new
they're not
ways.
open to, learn different ways, or they're not open to learn or to learn how to do it in a different way. So for sure, yes. So it's like, okay, I have been doing this for so long. I know how to do it. So let's just not take the risk and let's do it in the way that I've been always doing it. So like why? Why should I take different risks if it's working? So yeah, we'll probably choose a less complicated task. The next one, sees an obstacle as a chance to solve problems.
It's a growth mindset.
Growth mindset, yeah.
Why?
Because when we affront obstacles,
When we face
of that experience, yeah, when we face obstacles, that experience help us to be more creative and strong, and of course prepared to another risk or challenge.
for other challenges, for future challenges, right? Okay. Okay,
It's
very
it's
yes.
like a new opportunity to learn.
To learn, yes. Yes. It's always saying like, okay, right now I'm facing this difficult situation, or I just faced this difficult situation, but what can I take from it? What can I learn from it? I always like to say something like, whenever I face a difficult situation, say like, okay, what did I learn from this? And always take the positive, or I always try to get the possibility to learn something from my life. So say maybe that was not what I expected, or maybe things did not work out the way I expected, but I say, okay, what did I learn from this? And then take all the negative things and bring it to my life, but in a positive way. So when we see this, like sees an obstacle as a chance to solve problems, it's definitely a growth mindset and a person that is willing to learn and try again and learn from mistakes and take risks and face challenges and so on. What about the last one? Sees life as a journey of improvements.
Definitely
Growth mindset.
Growth mindset.
Definitely a growth mindset. Okay, we're going to watch the rest of the video, and we're going to check the rest of it. So I'm going to stop sharing. No, I'm going to stop the. Alrighty, guys. So what do you think about the video? What do you think about growth mindset and fixed mindset and all the things that they mentioned on the video?
It's a short video, but is enough clear and express the main idea. And in effect, is real. A people who is fixed usually is last year than grown people,
Yeah.
and look or seems opportunities, even the problems or the challenge in all,
Mm-hmm.
as
Yeah. And then they don't see challenges as a way to learn. Like people with a fixed mindset, they don't realize that sometimes uh like challenges are there to help you, to I mean to help you and to teach you a lot, because we learn a lot from those challenges. We learn a lot from our mistakes, because it's like, okay, I made the mistake, maybe I am not going to make the same mistake in the future, right? And obstacles are a great way to learn and to improve our skills. Okay. So failure doesn't mean that everything's over. Failure or or maybe a failure in general doesn't mean that it's something negative, or that you are not going to try again. It's like, okay, I failed, like what can I do, or it's okay, maybe I'll try something else because that didn't work out. So no, failure is not something to it's not negative. It's not necessarily always something that is going to be 100% negative. No, failure is going to teach you a lot.
teacher. And another fact is people grown mindset usually correct the mistake. Don't blame others.
Yeah, don't blame.
Like
Oh, yes.
like the fixed mindset. They
Yeah,
usually blame other people, and no, it's my fault. It's
it's somebody
excuse
else's
and another excuse.
fault. So it's not
Exactly.
my fault. It was I maybe I make this mistake because I was waiting on someone else and I was relying on someone else. Yes.
One day I saw a video, and the person who was talking said that the person, when is able to accept their mistake, uh, has bueno has more respect than the people who only found a excuse.
Okay. Okay. Very good. Excellent, Danny. Thank you very much for sharing. Alrighty, guys, before we go on our break, we are going to do one activity that is kind of like, kind of like similar somehow to the one that you take on the texts. But this one is different because usually for the test you have four options. In this one you only have three, but it's the same. But here it's the same word, just using different forms of the word. For example, one is a noun, another is an adjective, one is a verb. So in this exercise you are going to analyze the sentences and choose the correct answer. So for example, number one or A says, are people with a growth mindset more likely to succeed, to success, or to succeeding that than people with a fixed mindset? Why not? So you're going to maybe use a different color or write the word here. I mean, whatever you guys prefer. Or a highlight it with another color, with like this, right? Or with another color that you prefer, or write it here, right? And then and then that is what I want you to do. Please take some minutes, and then when we finish, we're going to our break. Okay, clear, guys?
Yes.
All right. Okay, please start. Alrighty, guys. So we're going on our break. And did you finish the task? Did you finish this exercise?
Yes, teacher.
Yes?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Alrighty, perfect. So we're going on our break, and then after the break, we will check the answers, okay? So see you at 7:45. See you shortly.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys. So we are going to continue in this second part of the class. Well, first of all, let's check, right? Choose a correct answer. The first one, are people with a growth mindset more likely to succeeding than people with a fixed mindset? Which one do you answer?
Success.
Succeed.
Success or succeeds?
Succeed,
Succeed.
teacher, the first.
Are more likely to succeed. Yes, this one. Because this is the are more likely to
now?
yes, very good. Are more likely to succeed with people with a with a fixed mindset. Number 2, can all the abilities
Sorry,
be
teacher.
improvement? Yes, I hate.
Improved.
Sorry, interrupt you. Like, can you repeat why it's the succeed and not success?
Because one is a verb, succeed is a verb, and then success is a noun.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. Are more likely to succeed than people with a fixed mindset. Let's go with B. Can all the abilities be improved, improved, or improved through practice?
Improve.
Improved.
With a D at the end?
Yes.
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 Improved.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, very good.
No, teacher. Improve with D?
Can be improved. No, pueden ser mejoradas.
Horas.
Yes. Mejorada,
Okay.
can be improved. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Past participle form of the verb, right? Like passive voice. C is viewing critical feedback as a chance to develop always the best thing to do?
Develop.
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 Okay, very good. As a chance to develop, always the best thing. Yeah. D, is experimenting a good way of solve solutions or solving problems?
Solution.
Solutions. Yes, very good. E, do you agree that it is better to have a growth mindset? What can a person do to achieve or achieve it?
Achieve.
Achieve.
Number 2, right? To achieve it.
Yeah.
Yes.
F, how can we use fail, or failed as a chance to learn?
Failure.
Failure.
Failure, yes, the noun, right? How can we use failure, the noun, as a chance to learn? And the last one, how do you feel about challenges? Do you try to avoid it, or avoid them?
Avoid.
Void.
Avoid it. 2 or 3? 3.
The third option, teacher.
Yeah, the
Void.
third option, avoid. Do you try to avoid them? Okay, very good, guys. Excellent job. So we are going to, I'm going to send you to the breakout rooms, and then you guys are going to work on this one. It says growth mindset can refer not only to individuals, but also to organizations. Choose a company, an institution, or a public body, and discuss whether you think it has a growth mindset and why, and use the questions below as a guide, and then give some examples. You don't have to write down your answers on this one, just like a discussion. If you want to write them down, that's up to you. So do the employees feel they are an important part of the organization? Are their ideas appreciated? Are the employees happy to improve their abilities? Does the organization encourage them to do so? So you can share your personal experience, maybe at your workplace or a place where you used to work or a company that you know, and then you can give us or give your classmates your opinion toward or about this situation. And then this part you do have to write. You do have to write on this part. The other one you don't have to. It's only like a discussion. But then in number 9 it says the school your child attends has decided to support pupils who face learning challenges. In pairs, or I mean in groups, discuss why the images and slogans below are suitable or not for the poster promoting the project. Then choose the best image and slogan and explain your decision to the rest of the class. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 different pictures, and then we have 5 different slogans. So we have failure is never the end of the world, or every problem has a solution. Can't find one? Talk to people you trust. Don't avoid obstacles, face them. Or there is no success without challenge, and work hard, improve, succeed. So you are going to imagine, guys, that you are going to create a poster in order to, or your child, first of all, your child attends or has decided to attend to a group of that the school has created in order to support those children that, or those students, those pupils are students who are facing learning challenges. Maybe they're not, doing the best progress that school expects them to do. So you're going to see which picture 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be a good one for the poster, and then which slogan would you consider is the best, and you have to write your opinions and your, ideas to support that opinion. Okay, is it clear, guys?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, is it clear for everyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alrighty, so exercise number 8 and exercise number 1, number 9, sorry, exercise 8 and 9. For exercise number 8, it's only your personal opinion or appreciation about a company, or maybe you can come up with a company that all of you know about or have heard about, and then discuss the questions. But then for number 9, you do have to write on your worksheets. So I'm going to send you to the breakout rooms. I am going to give you the access to share screen, so one person can share a screen, and then I will be visiting the groups. So I'm going to create 3 sessions. Okay. Maria, Angelica, Brian, Diana, Maya, Daniela, Natalie. Okay, please join.
maybe in order to improve and give an important benefit to the organizations. Yes. I think that was the last one.
Sorry, I was speaking with my mic enough. I think that the organization improved when working structural weakness, but also try improve the condition their employees, listen the customer, the necessity of the customer, because at the end they are the make the marketing increase and the company increase too.
I think they will improve, maybe let the employees work remotely. I don't know how to say that.
It's
Home
okay.
office, maybe. And it would be a good change of the chip. You know, many organizations and many companies um don't like let maybe work at home, and I think is a good.
I mean, I will say that they're always taking risks because they have opened many branches around the world, and they have hired people, thousands of people, to work for them. Even it was like a huge risk because I heard that they were having problems and they had to cut some budget and they were firing some people. So they have.
Yes, I will say that as a tech company, they have to break ground all the time. So if they want to be, if they want, if
Tend to
Voy
entregarle.
a copiar. Yes, I'm gonna write about this.
I suppose that how is a name in Spanish?
Mhm.
The name in
We
Spanish too.
we need to keep the same, yes.
Exactly. So sería Centro Integral de Atención a las Mujeres, Cian Cancún, Lida Cacho. The name, the title.
Y en la zona más pobre
del
Okay, and you say the last one?
No, I say number 4. There is no success without challenge. And the image, the image is the girl. No, the girl that is
Ah,
The girl jumping.
parents.
in the first, okay, yes. Yes, I'm agree with you.
And that's what I'm trying to explain, that the project is focused on support pupils who face learning challenge. So we can focus on what a challenge bring with like success, improve.
Going to share the screen again. Hi, teacher. We are having technical issues, so but we are about to. My browser stopped working, but I'm going to try something, and
Okay.
later I'm going to try to share the screen again.
Okay.
But we are about to finish the activity.
Okay, great.
Okay, guys. Guys, I think that maybe now works.
Okay.
Can you see my screen? I don't know all up here.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It's really slowly. Slow, sorry. But okay. We said that this image fits this slogan. Failure is never the end of the world. Yes? Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, the second one. Every problem has a solution. Can find one? Talk to people you trust. Um, I don't I don't know. This
There
one?
is no image.
Sorry?
I guess I don't know. I will say that is I don't find like a specific image for that one.
Do you
For
want
that
to let
slogan.
¿Cuál le gusta? What would you like to? For me, the second. The second one. Daniela, I can't hear you in this time.
Hi, Jenny.
Yes.
Yes. Wait, can you up the screen to see the instruction? The title?
Yes. In this situation, when imagine that you have a child and in the school that the child is taking his class, has decided to support pupils that are
Okay.
facing challenge in the learning process. So we need
Okay.
to discuss why the image and slogans.
The first
Teacher, I can hear you.
Yes, thank you. I had not realized about it. Thank you very much, Jennifer. So guys, how was the task? Did you finish? Do you have enough time to finish?
Yes, teacher, we finish.
Okay. So we're going to start with the discussion in these last 20 minutes of class. So the first one here, about organizations or companies or institution or a public body that you know, which one do you talk about, or which one do you don't have to, I mean, say the name if you don't want to, but what did you guys discuss in this part?
Teacher, we took bueno, we talked about Lida Castro. She's
Who?
a journalist, writer, and
Can you say
activist
the name?
for
Can you say
women.
the name? Can you say the name again?
Lida Castro is Mexican. Is woman Mexican.
Okay, so Mexican.
If you want, we can share the screen.
Yep.
She is journalist, writer, and activist for women and girls' rights that have been sexually abused and has exposed a network of child pornography and prostitution in Mexico and the other countries. In the search that she had, or that she did, she was tortured, imprisoned, and has received death threats. Despite this, she made justice for crimes committed in Mexico against a former president, businessmen, and power people in Mexico and other cities. Since then, she has dedicated her life to protect children and women who are sexually exploited in her company, Centro Integral de Atención a las Mujeres, CIAN Cancún, that was found in 2000. Yes, 2000. People involved in this organization are making a difference and transformation the place that they are living for better. And the employees that work in that in CIAN can improve the abilities like determination for achieve their goals, courage, and brave. About the risk, the organization risk. About the organization risk, they could be similar to Lida Catcher suffer. Also, it will, about the improve the organization, CIAN Cancun could expand the service in South America, and in that way can help much more women and children that suffer about these incontrollable problems.
Wow, that's great. I have never
She wrote a book also, Los Caminos del Edén, algo así,
Okay, very good.
Los Demonios del Edén.
Los Demonios del Edén. Okay. So let's Google it real quick. Demonios del Edén. Okay, it says Lydia. Okay. It says Los Demonios del Edén, el Edén que protege a la pornografía, 2004. Trata el problema de well, that one. Decenas de niños hasta 5 años, mayoritariamente mujercitas y policías. Wow. I'm going to share this link with you. This one. This information that I just found when Googling her name. I mean, the name of her name and the name of the book. So it's in Spanish. ¿De qué se trata los demonios del Edén? El libro de por qué torturaron a Lydia Cacho. Very good. Wow, it's great. Excellent, guys. Very good. So you talked about her, right? You talked about this public body that you think it has a grown mindset, and you also explained the reasons why you believe that. So thank you very much. Thank you for sharing that. What about the other groups, guys? Who did you talk about? Which organization or company or institution or public body?
Teacher, we talk in general about it, but we mentioned Amazon, Google, and also Angelica talked about a friend that worked in Nestle. These three organizations.
And then did you give?
I think that maybe we all know about Google. I think that they are always like innovating and have a continuous learning, and they are like have or have an or are capable of adapt to
different situations.
Yes, and they involve their employees in this constant growth
process,
evolution
process.
Yes.
Okay.
And they're also promoting a learning culture, learning opportunities to their employees. Have a we were talking also, maybe we don't know a lot maybe about the benefit systems that they maybe have, but maybe we think that if there are a lot of people that want to work with them, it's because they have a very good benefit system.
Benefits to for the employees, right? And a lot of positive aspects, and that's why people want to work for them, because maybe they provide their employees with great job possibilities, and maybe the possibility to growth and to grow, sorry. So that is something that a lot of people look for, and the process of, like, maybe learn more and be better, and maybe get a better job, and the possibility of doing that in that kind of company. So that's great. Okay, very good. Anybody else, guys, about this part? So we can start with the last one. Anybody else? What about the other group? What do you talk about? Harold, Freddy, Sarai. Who else was in that group? John, Andrea. What about you guys? Anything that you want to add to this short discussion?
About the company, teacher?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, I mean number 8. The first exercise that you
Yeah, we were talking about the Google company.
Yeah.
So we were discussing about the way that they are always encouraging their employees to learn new skills. We also discuss about the courses online or certification that they're always offering, not only for their employees, but for the public in general. So that's something interesting about the company. But we were also talking about maybe the negative how to say that? aspects, yeah, about the company, because for some people, it has been said that some of them doesn't have the same quality, like the same rights or opportunities, because as the company has spread in different countries, they are not offering the same payment. If you are from South America, the
then you
conditions are
receive
different.
a lower salary.
Comparison with the people from the United States or people from Europe. So
Yeah,
that's why some people were like
fair.
complaining that the company was
That
not
it's not
giving
fair.
per,
Yes.
per payments. Yeah, so it
Yes.
was something not in favor for the company.
Yeah, okay.
And also, I think that we thought that they're always risking or taking a risk because they have been opening new branches around the whole world, and some of them have failed to thrive in some countries. They have to close, and even they had to cut the budget during the pandemic because they were not able to pay everyone like the best salary. Some of them have to stay there in the company because they didn't have other options just to work, but they have, they receive a lower payment. So that's why we choose it.
Okay. Excellent. Great. Thank you very much, guys. So now we are going to talk about exercise number 9, in which you had to choose the best picture for the advert, or for not the advert, for the poster, sorry, for the poster promoting the project. And then which slogan do you think best fits for the activity? So let's start with group number 1. Group number 1, we have Ana Maria, Angelica, Brian, and Diana. Go ahead.
Well, teacher, we were discussing about it. I don't know if we all agree on this part, but well, um, we talk about the slogan that maybe fits for this project is "There is no success without challenge," and the image that fits in for this slogan is the one that is the girl jumping in front of her parents. And well, we believe the slogan "There is no success without challenge" is the best choice for our school's initiative to support students facing learning challenge. Challenge are an inevitable part of life, and our school aims to, I don't know if it is correct, inculcate resilience in our students. This mindset empowers the students to embrace difficulties as opportunities for learning, growth, and being successful not only in school but also in their life.
In life. Okay, that's
Life.
beautiful. Very good. So there is no success without challenge. So students are being challenged now because they're facing like some difficulties, some issues. But then it's like, okay, after all of this, you are going to learn a lot, and you're going to succeed in this particular situation. Okay, and then, of course, that's gonna teach them a lot for real life. Yes, Angelica.
Teacher, we also talking about this picture that Diana showed. Other slogan that according is work hard, improve, and succeed. Because when you work hard, you have the possibility to improve by practicing and focusing in your goal, and in this way you can succeed, no matter if you at the end you are the first, the second, or
Or the
whatever.
last person, or even the last person.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It is what is really important is to always try, because sorry, as when you do that, you will be closer to success and appreciate the process.
Success does not usually come first. So it doesn't come at the very first opportunity. So you have to try in order to be successful in certain task or in certain activity. Alrighty, very good. Thank you very much, group number 1. So let's go with group number 2. We have Andrea, Freddy, Harold, John, and Sarai. Okay.
Yes, teacher. Is exercise number 9. Which is the slogan, failure is never the end of the world. So we related it with um, the image that is on the right, the first one. You can hear me? Okay.
Yes.
So that's the image and we decided to choose it because we think that it is a reminder that failure is not like a permanent state. It is just important to remember that everyone fails at some point, and it is how we respond to failure that matters. Also, we need to have in mind that failure doesn't define us, and it will become it does not mean that it is the end of the world. However, we need to see failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, and it can be a stepping stone to success. So that's why we thought it was important to choose that one.
Okay, very good. And then here Carol is saying, it's a reminder that life has ups and downs. Yes, for sure. So failure is not the end of the world. Okay, beautiful. Thank you very much. Group number 2. Great, great, great job. And let's go with the last group. Mayra, Daniela, Jennifer, and then we had somebody else that I don't know who it was, but I cannot see it here. So girls, please talk about your decision.
Okay, teacher. We choose the second slogan that said, every problem has a solution. Can't find one? Talk to people you trust. And for that slogan, we choose the first image. Because if you realize each one of us is different, so in that way we perceive and learn about the world. So if you are putting more effort in some educational tasks, the best way to solve it is talking about it with people who are always there to support you in whatever you need. There is nothing better to talk about your worries with people you truly trust. So feel comfortable, yes, and don't worry because everything can be solved.
Alrighty, very good. Thank you very much. Excellent, 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 guys. Great job. Okay, so with this task, we are going to finish with today's session. It was very interesting to hear your different, your different opinions about this and your personal opinion also about this. So as a friendly reminder, guys, tomorrow we're gonna have regular class. Thursday there is no class. Friday, Daniela, is Daniela here? Daniela, can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Yes.
Daniela, I don't know if you had talked to your classmates.
Yes, they talk that we present the projects.
Yes.
This Friday. Teacher, this project is
what?
The and that we did last.
I couldn't hear you, Daniela.
The project in B1 in B2.5 is present all the topics.
Yeah,
with the
everything. Yes, everything that you have been working
with the
on.
slide.
Yes, with the slides, with everything. that you have been working on since B2, B2.1, okay? So that is if you all of your partners agree and if they're happy with that, you guys can present your project on Friday, and then the rest of the class will do it on Monday, as it was as it was said at the beginning. Okay, Daniela.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, very good. Yes, Natalie.
Hi, teacher. Sorry for interrupt you. So, at the class, it's possible to present the project of my group in the part of 7:21 to 8:21 at that hour. Maybe it's because I'm at work, so it's the only way that I can speak or do that because it's my lunch time.
Your from what time? Your dinner time?
7:21 to 8:21, like in
Half an
a
hour.
space at that
Well,
frame.
are you working with Daniela or not?
Yes, that's my team. We
Okay.
are working in the.
So you guys are going to present it on Friday. Yes, I mean we can manage to make it work. So we can start at but then okay. Okay. I'm thinking about that your break.
Yes, teacher.
So
Only if it's possible.
yeah, no, yeah.
I know that.
Yeah, no, we can make it work. We can make it work. So we're gonna have class from 6 to 7, and then at 7:05 more or less, you guys will have your break. So that at around 7:15 or 7
Yes,
or something,
it
we'll come back
works.
from our break, and then you guys start with the project, and then you work on your project, and you develop your topic, and you start with the presentation, and you will have, I mean, I think that an hour is more than enough for that, and then
Okay,
yeah, and then the rest of us
thank you. And I'm sorry I cannot participate a lot, and I know, but it's difficult to me because I need to stay at work and I cannot stay speaking a lot of time.
Okay.
It depends of the calls or something, so I'm sorry for that.
Okay, Natalie, thank you very much. Okay, great.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, of course. Okay, guys, so I will see you tomorrow. Okay, good night, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Thank you for your time, teacher.
Take care. Bye-bye.